Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to round 5 of the Cappuccino Induction League, run last Sunday. Round 4 was at Autumn Ring and was won by JK, the reigning champion. Now, qualification for this race is Slim has taken pole, so that's a good performance from Slim. JK second, Mad Dog third, Skywalker one of the new guys in fourth, JB Player 1 fifth, Race 42 sixth, DMJ seventh, quite a poor performance. Driz and Resus bringing up 8th and 9th, Rayman 1885 is 10th, Super Ninja, and then Rick GT5 bringing up the rear. I'm going to do my best to talk you through this race as best I can in my normal way, so I shall press play. Okay, so here we are, the lights will go to green at any moment and they'll be away. All the guys want to win, all the leaders want to win anyway, should we say. Everyone wants to get in and stamp their authority as soon as possible. Nobody's conforming, everybody's side by side as we approach the first corner. So JK has managed to take the lead. Oh no, Slim's just nicked it back. So Slim's still in the lead, Skywalker third, Mad Dog fourth. As we go down the first tight twisty section, this circuit's one corner flows into another really, and it's got very high curbs. So it's very demanding on the driver. There's a lot of G-forces, I suppose, if this was a real circuit. So we're coming up to the first heavy braking point. It's a really tight left-right flick. See if the boys get through this in one piece. Yep, everybody has. That's a fantastic job. So up and over now for the top hairpin to the left is what I call it. And now we're entering now the really fast section of the circuit. High speed this. It's a long, constant radius right-hander. And side by side, JK, Slim, it's difficult to pick them apart, to be honest with you. JK on the outside, Slim just tucked up on the inside. Skywalker tucked up in there as well. Meanwhile, looking in the background at the other pack, DMJ has got up from 7th, is now in 4th. Race 42 tight behind, JB Player 1 behind him, and Mad Dog. So heavy braking point to the first corner. Skywalker goes to the inside on Slim, so Skywalker up to second. Superb move. Pulled that off really well. We didn't see that one coming. So Slim down in third. DMJ managed to pull a little bit of a gap from race 42 in the background. Looks like he might be able to possibly catch the leaders. Only time will tell with that one, of course. And again, because you know everyone's got a very similar setup and very similar kind of cars, it's difficult to get away. So a slight mistake can mean that you drop back. So JK still leading, Skywalker tight behind through the first twisty section of the circuit, going up towards the uphill gradient, towards the left-right flick before the middle hairpin. Bit of dust being kicked up there by either Skywalker or Slim. And in the meantime, in the background, race 42, we had JB Player 1 just having a little bit of a stab at race 42. Let's just go on the back of JK's car, the leader, and we'll just have a look back at the formation and see what's happening from a really good angle. So you can see the guys behind us seem to have dropped back slightly. The first 4 cars seem to have pulled away from the rest of the pack, so basically we've got JK, Skywalker, Slim and DMJH in this camera shot, and then you can see the pack behind DMJH. Skywalker going to the outside there. I don't think he'd be very lucky to make that stick, to be honest with you. Just like give Slim the advantage, but DMJ also caught like mad on the brakes there. So it's looking like pretty hot stuff as we go into lap 2 of 13 at the Cape Ring South. Many formations for this. Now, is Skywalker going to have a dive on the inside? Is Skywalker going to through the inside? No, he's thought better of that. He's thought wise of that. He's thought, you know what, I'm not going to bother, but it's very close going through the first corner. Very close indeed. Definitely the first 4 cars are pulling away now. The rest of the pack is led up by Race 42 and JB Player 1. So we're going round again, the tight twisty section for the uphill. DMJ is definitely on form. He's caught back up now. Possibility of a podium coming on here by the looks of it. For all of the first 4 players, to be honest. Yeah, so there's nothing in them now really. They're just flying round up into the first hairpin. Quite a heavy braking point. You need to use quite a lot of trail braking as you're going around, keeping it as tight as possible. Early on the power as possible here. Now it's worth here going on board with Slim's car just to get a bit more of a group view. And look, DMJ right behind Slim now, getting a bit of the toe down the straight. Not really of an overtaking opportunity here. into the left right flick, as it's very, very narrow. But is he going to outbrake him on the brakes? Is he going to dive down the inside? Well, no, Slim's gone defensive, and DMJ was planning on doing that, I think, but couldn't because Slim placed his car so well on the circuit. JK defending from Skywalker. Again, we'll just go on to Skywalker's car, because that'll give us, again, just a bit more of a better view of the whole race. Good clean racing, and the front four players have definitely pulled away now. So let's just quickly have a look at JB Player 1, see how close things are behind with the midfield pack. And there's a group of 4 there that have pulled away, so that leaves Rayman, Rick GT5, Resus and Super Ninja down by themselves. So we'll just click back to the leaders now. Again, going down the tight twisty section. The car really wants to break away here, and it's important to make the first apex on the left. Now, let's hope we don't see a side-by-side, bit of side-by-side action, almost a I thought there was going to be a collision there, to be honest with you, but there wasn't, luckily. So they're coming up to the hairpin again, and they're all jostling for position. Slim on the outside. Will Slim manage to keep it on the outside and hold Skywalker? No, but Slim's been pushed wide. That's going to give DM the advantage. DM must have gone through there. Yes, and he has. So DM up into 3rd position. Sorry about the dodgy camera angle there, folks. It's kind of moved on me. So we'll go back on board now with JB Player just for a moment, just to see what's happening in the backpack there. And JB Player is just ahead of Mad Dog and Driz. All 4 of them, they're a little bit more spread out, the midfield pack behind Slim and DM. A little bit more spread out. And there you can see the rest of the pack coming round the corner there. So that's Rick GT5 and Resus in the background. Let's go back on board with the leaders. So we'll clip on board with Skywalker, who's having a stab down the inside. Oh, I didn't see that coming. I don't think JK saw that coming, to be fair. That was a pretty good move, fella. Well done. So through he goes, Skywalker into the lead. JK now pushed down to 2nd. DMGH right up the back of JK, but it's not exactly an overtaking place. Slim's caught back up as well. It's the first 4 through the twisty section up to the uphill bit now. See if they all hold it well. And they have. What good close competitive racing, as we're getting used to seeing now at the vrroom.org. Oh, and DMJ thought looking out like it's going to have a little stab down there, down the inside. And meanwhile, it looks like Skywalker's pulling out a little bit of an advantage over JK. Don't know really what happened there, to be honest with you. I don't know whether JK was caught napping or whether it was just a really bold move down the inside from Skywalker. It looks a little bit like the following pack are catching now, because the lead 4 have been jostling for position, and it looks like the midfield pack is catching up slightly on the back of the leaders. So let's have a look in the background, and no, actually we didn't see them coming round then. I thought they were a lot closer. Maybe it was just a camera angle. So JK winding the car up now, coming down the main straight, and Skywalker right over to the left. He's made his defensive move really early. By doing that, of course, he's been putting JK off coming through on the inside, but then he's moved back. I wonder why he went on the inside there. He's not going to get any advantage, and JK going. Is JK going to do the same to him again? Oh, that's a little bit rough by JK. A little bit outbraked himself, caught the back of Skywalker. So Skywalker was turning in there as well, and that's not pleased Skywalker. He's right back on it again. Oh dear, a little bit of a horn beep there. Obviously venting a little bit of anger in the cockpit. But it's so easy though to outbrake yourself, and it did look like that's what JK did, a little bit of outbrake. I don't think there's any malice involved in there, to be honest with you. You know, JK is not that kind of driver, and I haven't really had a word with Skywalker and not had a chat to him, but you know, it's not in JK's nature to do anything intentional. And to be fair, things like that have happened to me, and they happen to all drivers, where you just, you know, you're caught up in the moment and you just want to get past, and you just leave that braking, you know, a touch too late. And to be fair, it was only a little nudge between the two of them anyway, but I'm sure it was unintentional. But by the looks of it, Skywalker's going to get him back anyway. They've pulled the gap out now on DMJ and Slim. They've dropped back in the pack. And oh, Skywalker on the outside. JK saying, no, you've got to go around the outside of me. And they're both pulling away nicely now down the straight. So let's just click back to DMJ, see what's happening there. And he's got Slim behind him. So DMJ dropped back a little bit, but he's holding 3rd position reasonably nicely from Slim. Slim, a very, very quick driver. JK's teammate, let's not forget, that's why they're in the same colours with the alternating numbers. JB Player, interestingly enough, in the background, looks like he's pulling out that little bit of an advantage to catch up to Slim and DMJ. You can see him there. In fact, if we just go on board with Slim's car, you'll get a better view of JB Player. In actual fact, it looks further back than... it's deceptive, that camera shot, to be fair. It's deceptive, but there he is in the background, and you can see Race just coming around the corner there with Driz behind him. So let's clip to the outside shot of these two battling. That's... oh, blimey heck, that was Skywalker right up the backside of JK. We're still on board with Slim there, so let's just quickly get a view of JK back to the leaders, JK and Skywalker. Oh, and JK's taking him on the inside! Unbelievable, what an unbelievable move! JK is up into the lead, Skywalker again going around the outside. Now will Skywalker get the power down early and get the cutback and crucially get the drive down the straight, because it's a really long straight here at Capering. Much longer than you anticipate, to be fair. What I'm going to do, guys, we've stuck with it for 7 laps now. I'm just going to skip a lap. And oh, actually, that was a bad idea. DMJH down to 11th. What happened there? We'll have to go back and see that. We'll have to see what happened. So I'll just go back one more time. So DMJH is running in 3rd. Come on, screen, get back on. I want to see what happened. Something obviously major's happened. It must have been a crash. It must have been an incident. So let's look on the back of Skywalker's car. Let's just see. So DMJ is... that's Slim's car, sorry. Oh no, yes, we're on Skywalker's car. No, we're on... now we're on Skywalker's car. So there's DM in the background. Oh, and he's gone off on the twisty bit. He's in the vegetable patch on the right. And, oh, he's just... oh, into the barrier. Absolutely horrendous. Horrendous. Let's get on board of that. That's really not what DMJ wanted at all, to be fair. That's terrible. Terrible. He's having a really rough time. Didn't have a particularly good round at Autumn Ring, if I remember rightly. So let's get on board just to get a flavour for what happened there. We'll go on the roof cam. So the crash happened just up here, and it looks like when you go off track, you get a lot of rubbish on your tyres, and really I think DMJH possibly might have... let's have a listen. Oh no, he's clipped the curb. That's thrown him off to the left. So he's trying to keep it in a straight line, and he's back on. Oh, and he's spun the rear tyres, and a heavy impact there, causing a lot of damage. We've got engine damage and front and rear side damage. Such a shame. Proper spoiled the race there. That car's going to be undrivable. As through comes race 42. I hope they don't collect him. That's Resus, sorry, and Rayman. Yeah, DMJH very sensibly letting them through there. So I think that's going to be a trip to the pits for DMJH. Really, really bad luck, but yeah, I guess he's picked dirt up on his tyres from going off on the grass, and then he spun the wheels up. He really should know better than that, to be fair. But again, in the heat of battle, you know, sometimes you're on form, sometimes you're not. So back to the leaders again now. So Skywalker is ahead still. Lap 8 of 13. I will skip a few because we're coming up to the 13-minute mark now. My phone can't take much more. So 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll go for the last 2 laps. So 12 and 13, running order. Still JK, followed by Slim, followed by Skywalker, who's now dropped up into 3rd. So Slim has really improved there. Slim is well up in the lead, doing a cracking job. We'll go on board with JK. Whoa, way up. Is that Slim looking like he's overtaking? It's looking really close. We've definitely got to stick with this one. So JK, Slim, Skywalker. Now, will the 2 teammates race with a little bit of respect, or will there be a little bit of argy-bargy? Slim's looking really on form. Bear in mind, Slim was 4th at one stage. He's planted it down the inside. JK's not defending. He's saying, you know what, Slim, you can have that. I'll have to get you back on another occasion. Good to see 2 teammates battling so fairly together there. That's caused Skywalker to close on them a little bit. We're on the final lap. I'm going to get ready to clip back to JB Player 1 soon when we know who's won this race. Then we can see if there's a... because JB Player 1's just been overtaken by race 42. I don't know whether we can see that in the background. I don't think we can, because these guys have got quite an advantage out front. But we've got to stick with this battle. Who's going to win? Now remember, JK has won the first 3 rounds of this Cappuccino Induction League. He's run round 1, round 3 and round 4. Because round 2 didn't get run, of course. Slim's still in the lead. JK fighting for all his worth, actually defending from Skywalker there in the background. So can JK make it 4 victories, or can Slim take his first victory of the season? Skywalker, one of the new guys, is about to finish on the podium, provided there's not an incident in the crash. This is looking pretty competitive. But even if JK finishes where he is, he's going to still have a nice firm lead in this title chase at going into nearly the halfway point in the season. So Slim is defensive, Skywalker up into second. Now, no, JK's back into second. It's so close as they cross the line. It's going to be Slim, JK and Skywalker as they cross the line. That's not going to change. Well done, boys. So going back to JB Player One, who's right alongside Race 42 as they cross the line. Who's going to get it? JB Player One's just ahead. Race 42 is just nicking it, and as they cross the line, it's looking like Race 42 got it closely followed by Driz. Superb, well played. So let's go to Rhesus at the back there. Rhesus following up, finishing 7th and 8th. And further back, we've got Rayman, Mad Dog McTaz, and Rick GT as they cross the line. So there's Rick GT, and somewhere along the lines, a long way behind, is poor old DMJ with his newly fixed car coming round what looks like the last corner. Unfortunately, won't pick up any points. But what that will do is that will give DMJ the reverse grid position and should place him on pole for the next race. So it's not all lost. Right, that's been fantastic. Thanks for watching, guys.